let me just start. I represent Max International, and our headquarters is actually in Salt Lake City, right? And Salt Lake City, USA. So today is the 5th of April, 2023, and tonight's subject that I'm going to present is the unlocking of the power of glutathione. So let me firstly maybe introduce myself again. I am Robert E. Chan. I joined Max on the 23rd of March, 2012, which is 11 years ago. This evening, I share with you how to unlock the power of glutathione with the knowledge I've acquired these last 11 years. Okay, contents of this presentation do not constitute medical advice, and they do not represent the policies of Max. Citations have been included where possible. I've included the citations at the bottom of the slide to make reference to original source materials. So what is glutathione? This man here, of course, for those of you who do not know, this is Dr. Herbert T. Nakasawa, and he's trying to introduce what glutathione is and its importance in maintaining good health in our body. All right, we all know that every cell, for us to survive, every cell in our body must have air, we must have water, we must have food. And for those of you who are not aware, we also require antioxidants in our body, okay, for us to survive. So if any of these components are lacking, the cell health will struggle. And if any of them are absent, our cell actually dies. All right. So it is very important to remember that antioxidants are very important to us. And antioxidants are as important to us as air, water, and food. Without antioxidants, our whole body system will collapse. So glutathione is one of the 5 major network antioxidants we have in our cells. All right, we have 5 major ones. We have vitamin C, we have vitamin E. These are considered exogenous antioxidants. That means we must take them from outside. We must supplement, okay, because our body does not produce them. And then we have coenzyme Q10, we have alpha lipoic acid, and glutathione. These are considered endogenous, which means that they are produced by our body. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it will be produced. All right? I'll just give you a comparison of all of this. According to the records that have been kept since 1983 to present day, to today, 25th of April, if you look at some of the records here, you'll find that the new records that come in, used to be in 1983, vitamin C was the most, I'm sorry, I think, all right, let me use the mouse on the thing, because I'm doing it on the screen, but it's not showing on it. So just to let you know, vitamin C in 1983 was 16,471. And it has gone up to 73,464. Now, glutathione, as you can see, in 1983, there were only 9,793 research citations on glutathione. And today, on the 5th of April, is 175,575. So there is a very, very big jump. Okay. So if you use a pie chart to draw up the difference between glutathione and vitamin C, vitamin E, even though vitamin C is so popular, you will find that glutathione is by far more than all the other antioxidants added together. Okay. So glutathione is the most abundant antioxidant in our body, and it is also the most important and potent that we have inside our body. Now, glutathione is one of the only antioxidants that can recycle itself. Okay, this is the reason why glutathione is so special, because it can recycle itself, all right? And it also assists other antioxidants to recycle, but unlike other antioxidants, it never becomes a damaged molecule, all right? It will always just keep recycling itself. So the body's master antioxidant is a term commonly used to refer to glutathione. So when you mention, the best antioxidant that we have in our body, the master, the general, whatever you want to put it, glutathione is the one. Not vitamin C, not vitamin E, not coenzyme Q10. In fact, there are not many antioxidants that even come close to the potency and reliability of glutathione. So what does glutathione do as an antioxidant? It's the most abundant in our body. It recycles itself and other antioxidants. It protects the nucleus of the cell and the mitochondria of the cell. So what it does is it actually protects our cells. Glutathione is also the protector and modulator of our body's immune system. Okay, our immune system protects us when we are attacked by, viruses, carcinogens, What glutathione does is that it protects the immune cells by acting as signaling molecules to activate accurate and optimal. This is very important here for your immune system to respond correctly. If your immune system goes haywire, then you have disease. A general name for that is autoimmune problems, Okay. So it also combats intracellular inflammation and limits the production of protein markers that actually hurt our body. This is what glutathione does in helping our immune system. Glutathione is also the primary detoxifier of the cell. And unknown to a lot of you out there, it is also a powerful chelator of heavy metals in our cells. And for this specific reason, it is very good for autistic children who have a lot of mercury in their body. Glutathione will help the mercury be dissipated from our body. So it acts as a detoxifier. It works to expel bacteria, viruses, and poisons, remove them from our body. Protection against environmental and chemical toxins. It's a major sequester agent of heavy metal, like I mentioned just now, like mercury. It reduces lipid peroxide formed by the radical oxidation of polyunsaturated fats. What this actually means is that for all the fat, the char kway teow, or whatever else you can have that has a lot of oil and a fatty, bak kut teh or whatever, you take them continuously, then it starts to accumulate in your arteries, and then it starts to block the arteries. So what glutathione can do is actually to try and ease this thing from forming inside our arteries. Okay, glutathione also have other important functions in our body, and they include: it maintains the structural integrity of our cell so that our cell doesn't disintegrate. It's also our cell gatekeepers, because our cells are controlled by gateways so that the nutrients that are required come in, the waste materials are dispelled out. So our cells does not accept anything and everything. It's not a garbage can. All right. So our cells must be selective in what they want. Who does the selection? It must be a well-controlled gatekeeper, and that entails glutathione. Okay, so it maintains healthy cellular redox homeostasis. It means that our body is in balance. It is not out of balance. It also reduces our blood to a stage where it carries more oxygen to our cells. So that's why when you see people with high levels of glutathione, you find that they are very active and they look very fresh. Okay. Oxidized glutathione, or what is called used glutathione, okay, GSSG, induces slow wave sleep. That means for anybody who has high levels of glutathione, it's guaranteed that you will have good sleep, even if you sleep shorter hours. So long as your slow wave sleep and your REM sleep is sufficient, you will have very healthy sleep. It doesn't mean that you sleep for 10 hours, it is good for you. Okay, it doesn't mean that you sleep for, even if you sleep for 3 hours or 4 hours, if you have the proper sequence of sleep, you will probably have better sleep than somebody who sleeps there for 10 hours and wakes up and still feeling very tired. All right. So this is what glutathione does, even after it has been used. And of course, glutathione is the ultimate anti-aging molecule in our body. Okay. If you don't believe me, come to the Max office. You see all the people around, 70 over years old, 60 over years old. You know, all of us look younger than our age. Or even if we don't look younger, we are still very, very energetic. All right. These are some of the telltale signs that we have high levels of glutathione. Now, the concentration of glutathione in our body, we have 15 grams, approximately 15 grams in our whole body. Okay. And the highest concentration that we have in our body is actually in our liver, in our kidneys, in our eyes, and in our gastrointestinal tract. Okay, it is important to remember that these are some of the, except for the eye, these are actually our clearance channels, you know. All right, food gets in, gets processed, gets removed, gets detoxified. So these are all the organs that actually work very hard for us. Now, the eye is slightly different because the eye is the only organ that we have in our body that is not covered by a layer of skin. If your eye was covered by a layer of skin, you probably won't be able to see anything. All right. So for this reason, because it is open to the environment, okay, that's why our eye needs very high levels of glutathione. Okay. And the two lowest organs in our body that has very low levels of glutathione is the brain and the ears. And for this specific reason why, if you don't look after the levels of your glutathione in your brain and in your ear, okay, you have a lot of people now having dementia. All right, it comes. And please do not wait until you have dementia and you start to try and find a way to increase your glutathione. You must be increasing your glutathione way before that, because dementia actually happens maybe 10 or 15 years because before the onset of the actual illness. Okay, so for those of you who have who find that it is not very interesting and you will prefer to take heavy dosages or high dosages of vitamin C, you know, things that are simple. You take, for example, like, let's say vitamin C. A lot of people tell you, they will swear on the Bible and say, if you have a cold, you take high levels of glutathione. I say, it's not true. You read all the journals and you see whether it is true. Okay, these are hype. A man requires maybe 70 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Why are you taking 1,000 milligrams? For a lady, you require about less than 100 milligrams. Why are you taking 1,000 milligrams? And some people go to the extent, you have some practitioners who tell you that, you know, you have to take 10,000 milligrams. But why? If it is not bioavailable, it makes no sense at all for you to take such high dosages of such products, because there is nothing more efficient than glutathione in our whole body. Name me one that is more efficient than glutathione. I don't think even the doctors won't be able to do it. Okay. Now, our daily glutathione requirement is about 250 to 300 milligrams, of which only 14 to 28% are derived from the foods that we eat. So we lack glutathione as the days go by, as we get older, all right? Because we are not doing the right things to increase our glutathione levels. Now, let me just show you how simple this glutathione is. It is so simple that a lot of people find that it is very complicated. All right, you have glutamic acid, and you have glycine and ATP that is already inside our cell. Now, if you have cysteine, this is the rate limiting factor. If you have cysteine inside the cell, what actually happens is that the glutamic acid using ATP combines with the cysteine to create gamma glutamyl cysteine. And the second step, the enzymic second step for the production of glutathione is for this gamma glutamyl cysteine to combine with ATP and glycine to create the glutathione molecule. So it is a two-step synthesis. It is not like vitamin C. When we take vitamin C, it's just vitamin C. When we take vitamin E, it's just vitamin. It's not going to change to anything else. It is already a preformed. It is already a preformed antioxidant. But glutathione is special because it needs to take the necessary step to combine and to create the glutathione. And this is very, very important for everyone to remember. That for glutathione to be 100% bioavailable, it must be produced inside the cell. Don't listen to people who tell you that you can go and buy the glutathione from the shelf, from Guardian or from anywhere, ingest it, take it into your body, and expect your body to absorb everything 100%. Okay? That will not happen. So if we have the building blocks, glutamic acid, cysteine, and glycine, we create automatically, your body will create the glutathione inside your cell. You don't have to feed it glutathione. Okay? So cysteine is actually the critical factor in the biosynthesis of glutathione, because without cysteine, there is no glutathione. It doesn't matter what you do. Okay? Whatever you do, if you do not include cysteine in the cell, there is no glutathione production. None. None at all. So you can imagine that as you get older and your glutathione levels are used up, what will actually happen is that you make lesser and lesser of glutathione. So what causes glutathione decrease? So we have aging, we have stress, we have toxins, we have lack of sleep, exposure to the sun radiation. So those of you who do gardening, okay, and you don't want to protect yourself, you want to burn yourself in the sun, and you think that running around, okay, having yourself burned by the sun's radiation is good. You smoke, you drink, you have a lousy diet. These are the sure signs that your glutathione levels are going to drop. So for you to increase glutathione levels, to increase or to unleash the power of glutathione, you must make sure that these things are slowed down. Okay? Low levels of glutathione are also closely related to oxidative stress and cell inflammation. We have 78 major organs. We actually have more than 78 diseases, because every organ can have a few types of disease, right? That's the reason why you have these 78 major diseases. Of course, it's more than that, but we have these organs in our body. So if we have inflammation, it leads to a decline in our quality of life. Intracellular glutathione, or you can put it in another way, bioavailable glutathione levels in our body are difficult to increase, because if you take oral glutathione, that means glutathione that is already manufactured, not in our cell, but in a factory, in a laboratory, and you take that in, your cell is not going to be able to absorb that. All right, you listen to what Dr. Robert Keller tell you afterwards. Okay, so how can we increase our body's glutathione level? Research has shown that glutathione levels depletes as we age at a rate of 10 to 15% every 10 years. There's no way you can avoid this as you get older. Well, anyway, to be fair, it's not only glutathione that's going to be increased or decreased. Every other antioxidant that you have, your reflexes, your muscle mass, your bone density, everything comes down, because like an old car, right? You start to fall apart. So we're talking about 50% drop in glutathione level when you are, well, 50 years old. All right, so you're actually having half. So you're trying to go by every day, and you go and see the doctor because the doctor doesn't know a product to increase glutathione. So he tells you, take more vitamin C, take more vegetables. You can buy a whole load, a whole truckload of orange and bathe yourself in it. It's not going to make you, it's not going to do you any good. Okay, because your body can only absorb so much antioxidants. And whether it is working for you, it is another problem. Okay. So what does glutathione actually do? It neutralizes, detoxifies, and protects us from free radicals and oxidative stress resulting from all of this. Bad dieting, pollutants, toxins if you smoke, or if you stay near somebody who smokes. All right? You take a lot of medication, because every now and then you have some aches and pains, you go and see the doctor will give you a new type of medication, and then you continue to take. And of course, a lot of people self-medicate. You go to the pharmacy and you start picking what you think somebody told you. All right? Of course, the oldest folks, they will start doing a lot of things. They will take banana peels to cook. You know, they will go outside to their garden, pluck the grass from the ground, and then try and boil them and see if it's, because somebody along the way will advise you that it is better for you to take something that is natural. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you deep fry the durian, right? The durian covering, you know, the husk, you take it, or coconut or something like that, the whole coconut, together with the skin and all that. It may help, I don't know. But how much antioxidants do you think is going to be inside there when you start boiling it? Right, so this is another problem. So these are the things that will create free radicals and oxidative stress in our body. Glutathione is involved in the synthesis and repair of DNA, and also the production of ATP. These are the most important things that glutathione does in our body. If you can assist glutathione to do all of this, then you will have realized the full power of glutathione. So let's listen to Dr. Robert Keller, triple board certified physician, America's top physicians from 2003 to 2008, named one of the world's top 2,000 outstanding scientists. This is what he has to say.
If you use a glutathione supplement, it will be destroyed in your stomach before it is absorbed in your body.
And even if glutathione could reach the cells, the glutathione molecule is simply too big and heavy to pass through the cell membrane.
Look at it this way. You've got a hole this big and a substance this big. It doesn't fit in very well.
I like to use this video because it shows exactly what extracellular or glutathione that is outside of a cell, how it helps our body. You have a hole on your cell that is that small, and you have a glutathione molecule that is that big. How do you want to force the thing inside the cell? Because glutathione must be produced inside the cell, not outside the cell trying to force it in. All right? So what must we do to unlock the power of glutathione? Well, number
one,
Mary Chin is talking. Maybe we'll let her do the presentation. Mary Chin.
By right, it should be hậu bát mà cái sụt.
Okay, I'll keep quiet. Let Mary do the presentation.
Cái hậu sụt cái lem bút bút
In future, if anybody talks while we are doing the presentation, we just let them continue with the presentation. No, but it's okay. You know, sometimes. Okay. So what must we do to unlock the power of glutathione? What must we do? It's not very difficult, actually. Okay. First and foremost, these are all basic steps that you can do. You don't even have to do anything. Okay. Just make sure you have a balanced diet. Eat a variety of nutritional food. Now, don't go haywire, right? Don't buy a whole lorry load of durian and start eating and think that you're going to have a balanced diet. You will not. Okay? Regular, moderate exercise. You know, if you do regular exercise, the operative word here is moderate. Don't go haywire. If you are 70 years old or 60 years old or whatever, don't go play badminton, okay? That's a sure way for you to get a heart attack, all right? Okay? So do it moderate. If you have been doing it all along your whole life, it's okay. It's okay. But if you have not, you know, it's very risky. Have adequate sleep. Make sure that you have adequate sleep. Don't watch your Korean movie until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Sleep until 10 o'clock in the next day, and then expect that you are going to unlock the power of glutathione. You will not. Because you are making, what they say in Chinese, making day into night and the night into day. And manage your stress. Don't get stressed out. Okay, it's important sometimes to, you know, the easiest way for you to de-stress, do you know what it is? Just to breathe in, breathe out. I assure you that if you have stress and you breathe in and you breathe out, you will be able to calm yourself down and you will be able to manage your stress. Avoid harmful substances. Tobacco, no. Alcohol, no. Eating too much of drugs, no. Don't eat too much durian. Anyway, just moderate everything that you do. Okay? No, every day eating bak kut teh and all that, you know, char kway teow every day. You're sure you're going to get sick. I assure you, you're going to get sick. All right? So, and this is something that a lot of people miss out. Please go for your regular checkup. I just discovered something, you know. If you don't want to go for your regular checkup, for those of you who are listening, the next time when you see a health expo, go there and get your health examined for free. Okay? Don't need to spend any money, go to the doctor and all that. You just go there, you know, when there's a health exposition, just go there and get your blood tested or you know, your blood pressure tested, mammogram, whatever you can think of, whatever they offer to you, anyway, it's free of charge or for a nominal fee. So make sure you visit them. Don't think that you are Superman or Superwoman, that you don't need to see the doctor, because there is nobody alive that is like that. Okay, because by the time you know the reason why people have, they discover that they have stage 4 cancer, I don't know, all right, stage 3. Why? Because they never visit the doctors. All right, when they have some pain, they say, it's okay, I just take some Panadol or whatever they want to take, and then they think it's going to go away. So it's not. And the more important than all of this, of course, these are all important. But I add on one more that is going to unlock the actual power of glutathione. Make sure you get a 100% bioavailable glutathione supplement. Not the preformed glutathione, that you get from the pharmacy. Now, what do I mean by bioavailable? Well, for some people, this is bioavailable. What bioavailable? You take a lot. If you don't have enough vitamin C, so you take a lot, so it becomes bioavailable. No, it becomes bioavailable because you take so much. Because it's logical. You take one, not bioavailable. You take 10, a bit bioavailable. You take 50, rather bioavailable, right? So then it means that you take more and more. But then I'm recommending you that you do this. Just one capsule. Bioavailability is defined as the extent to which nutrients can be absorbed and utilized by the body. 100% bioavailability means that the nutrient is totally used by the body without any wastage. So I'm telling you, if you require only 70 milligrams of vitamin C and you're taking 1,000 milligrams, what do you think is going to happen to the other 900 of the vitamin C? You're going to pee it away. You're going to shit it out. All right? This is the problem with people who think that taking more is better. It is not. You must just make sure that whatever you take is bioavailable. Now, lucky for all of you, you have come to know about Max International. Now, we were established in 2007, and we have expanded to more than 21 countries in the past 16 years. Okay, so recently, after Cameroon in 2022, 2023 is Mexico. All right, we celebrated our 15th anniversary just last year. And our product, 25 years of research, 54 peer-reviewed articles, proof of concept was published in 1987. It is ribosine. Okay, it's called the cysteine delivery system. Remember the cysteine, if we have cysteine inside our cell, it creates the glutathione. This invention is to make sure that the cysteine gets into your cell so that your cell produces the glutathione. All right. This is the invention of Dr. Herbert T. Nakasawa. Dr. Herbert T. Nakasawa is 95 years old this year. And his birthday is on the 31st of May. So it's coming up. His birthday is coming up. So what did he do? He combined ribose and cysteine. So it gets into our cell, because ribose is a simple sugar combined with cysteine. It gets easy access into our cell. The ribose creates the ATP. And again, like the simplicity of glutathione, cysteine combines with glutamic acid to get glutamyl-cysteine, and then it combines to create the glutathione. This is the important thing. 828% increase in glutathione levels in our body. What other product can claim this? It is 300%. This is your 100% bioavailable solution. Don't go and waste your time with any of the other liposomal, whatever you call it, acetyl. I don't know. There are so many. Because everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. 19 1987. Until today, still, nobody comes close to creating the glutathione inside our body. Nothing, I tell you, nothing. I have yet to see anybody who can tell me that they have a product that increases glutathione to the type of extent that our product does. So it is very important for you to question people who tell you, okay, I have this, you know, it's a bottle, it's a drink, you drink it and it increases. How much is bioavailable? Is it glutathione that is manufactured outside? Okay, it's commercially produced glutathione. So our product, if you compare, there's a scientific research for this, right? Okay, that it is 300% more effective in raising glutathione compared to N-acetylcysteine. All right, this is the citation. And if you compare it with oral glutathione, it is 828%. How good is that? You will not find something else that comes even close. I mean, for those of you who are here, have you ever heard of anything that increases your glutathione level by more than 800%? Anyone? In all the years that you have been a Max associate or a consumer or, you know, or just a casual listener all these years? Anything that increases the glutathione level in your body? Anything? I've been studying this for 11 years. There is none. Nothing. That's why I say nothing even comes close. Nothing. All right. So what do we have? We have Max 1. Okay, these are some of the prices that we have. If you are interested in sampling what we have or joining us, you don't have to join us as an associate. You can buy the products in whatever way you want, whether through one of our associates. We have Max 1, which we are selling at 253 ringgit per bottle in Malaysia. And of course, we have Celgevity that we are, the loyalty price is 275. Okay. So it is very, very simple to take your first step. The secret to success actually is not trying to make things complicated. All right. There are people who make it already complicated enough, like me. I make it complicated for all of you. You should take the easy way out. Listen to what I tell you. I've been studying this for so long, you know. All right. If I told you a fib or if I told you a lie, you'll be able to check it out. But time and time again, you will find that what comes out from my mouth, whether it's the first time or 2 years ago or 5 years ago, somebody will be repeating it exactly what I said, because I go by the books. So if you want to do and you want to be successful, it's just to make sure that you do simple things exceptionally well. You know, if you draw, simple thing to draw, right? You draw until it is so well done that it will become your secret to success. Now, on the 23rd of March in 2023, on that day, all right, that's about what, 2 weeks ago? On that day in 2012, I became a Max associate. It has been 11 years, and I still think that it was the best decision I ever made. No other decision that I've made in my life that is more important than this, because the product that I found has sustained the many people that I've come into contact with, my family, my whole family. Everyone is taking it, okay? And it is a good decision. And you should, I advise you, that you should also be making that good decision. All right? So with that, I thank you very much. Live long and prosper. Stay safe and stay well. Thank you very much.